Convicted child molester, Jeffrey Michael Watne. Dakota County probation officers fail to protect children from people like this. Convicted child molester Jeffrey Michael Watne is here described in the complaint on what he had done to his own daughter. Convicted child molester Jeffrey Michael Watne. Dakota County probation and child protection failed to protect children. Child molester Jeffrey Michael Watne was not supposed to have contact with children under 16, period. Ordered by the courts by Judge Mary Threeson, May 6, 2008. Child molester Jeffrey Michael Watne. Dakota County Courts, probation, child protection failed to protect children. Letter written by Dakota County Probation, already claiming that Jeffrey Michael Watne, convicted child molester, has already been having contact with his girlfriend's daughter. And they wanted it written, no unsupervised contact per PO's, that means per PO's recommendation or PO's approval. That's how they wanted it written. Still, judge never ordered that, but did order no contact. No contact. Doesn't say per PO's approval, consent. Clearly states no contact. Child molester Jeffrey Michael Watne. Dakota County Courts, probation, child protection fail to protect children. Child protection mandate report signed by Paul Pletch, 7/20/2018, clearly states in here he's been living in the same house with Kayla for 10 years. If a child molester or a sex offender has contact with children, they're supposed to do a mandate report. They fail to do anything to protect any children or anything whatsoever at this point, but allowed them to live in the same household for 10 years before they decided to do one. Child molester Jeffrey Michael Watne, related to Joel Watne. Joel Watne, who was the Assistant Attorney General at the time when Jeffrey Watne was charged and convicted for criminal sexual conduct for molesting his own child. The judge that came in, took his plea, sentenced him, and closed the case all in the same day. Mary J. Threeson. Mary J. Threeson, prior to becoming a Scott County judge, was the Assistant Attorney General prior to Joel Watne. Child molester Jeffrey Michael Watne showed clearly numerous times to Dakota County Probation, Terry Olson and Mark Mell, and Dakota County Attorney's Office numerous facts, proof, evidence showing clearly, not only in their own writing, in their own statements, in their own paperwork filed, shows clearly Jeffrey Michael Watne, convicted child molester, was in violation. Dakota County Probation, Dakota County Attorney's Office, all been aware of the situation of him being around a child, living with a child. They've been allowing him to be around and living with a child with no mandate report done from 2008 to 2018 when they actually did one. No safety procedure or anything was put in place whatsoever. Living in South St. Paul at the time at 103 Stanley Avenue. If a convicted child molester is known to be in the whereabouts or entering schools, the schools are supposed to be notified of a convicted child molester or a sexual offender if they're on the premises or do frequently attend or are there on their premise. South St. Paul High School was never informed or contacted or notified anything whatsoever about Jeffrey Michael Watne, the convicted child molester. But yet, frequently went there numerous times, picking up my daughter from school. Frequently visited there numerous times during her gymnastic meets at the South St. Paul High School. Prior to that, going to school at Lincoln Center in South St. Paul Elementary School. Same problem, same scenario. Jeffrey Michael Watne frequently would visit, attend, pick up my daughter from there, and bring her home. It's been on their premises numerous times. Never was Lincoln Center ever contacted, notified about a convicted child molester, nor did he ever notify them. South St. Paul Police Department, you think they would have had to have something to do with notifying people of a convicted child molester living in the area or notify the schools? Nothing. Nothing was ever done. So if you're a daycare provider of one of the, I can't even count how many of them I've sent emails out to with a picture and a link to this YouTube channel. If you're a high school or elementary school, also from the administration, receiving an email with a link to my YouTube channel and a picture of the person to make it aware due to the negligence of Dakota County probation, failure to protect children, failure to protect the community, failure to protect other children at schools when knowing that the whereabouts of a convicted child molester like Jeffrey Michael Watne, who molested his own child numerous times for over a period of a year, was on the premises or would attend Dakota County probation officer, supervisors, child protection, Dakota County Attorney's Office are all aware of all this. You can listen to all my previous conversations with them. Failed to even acknowledge any wrongdoing. Failed to acknowledge there's even any type of concern or problem or anything. I find it highly suspectal of a court system set in place to allow something like this and to act like it's nothing. Child molester, Jeffrey Michael Watne.